This is an emergency, I beg an urgently. This is a serious case. The way you put in work on me, just like a surgeon when you operate that face.
So yes, you can record this, have your recorder out, and you can go back and listen to it when you see something and you, oh sheesh, Baron said that. All right, let me put some Florida water on my hands and we can get going. Whew. All right, so you know how the reading goes. I gotta get a haircut. You know how the reading goes, so you can you get a 10-card spread via the Celtic Cross. You can ask for a clarifier throughout any house before I go to the next one. You ask for a clarifier by asking that card a question about that house. Then when you get to your 7th house, you have to get a clarifier. There's no debate there, okay?
Okay.
I don't need to know your birth date or your zodiac sign. That's not important to me. Your energy is not the energy of a billion people on the planet. What else? Just be open to the spirit. This is a dialogue. This is not me laying down cards telling you what I see and you getting off the phone. You got questions, ask them. Okay?
Okay.
That being said, I need you to say your first name one time and one time only. Do I have permission to cut your cards?
Yes.
Somebody been fighting. I hear you. Somebody got warrior girl mode going on. And you got another girl. You've been cutting people off pretty good, huh? Oh, sheesh. Holy shit. You ain't... what's going on with all these women? Shit, the Baron done got excited. Damn, everything is revealed to you. You sure you ain't got no crystal ball?
No, I don't. I don't have a crystal ball.
All right, so we finna figure out what's going on. So now we're gonna start with your first house. Your first house represents your self-esteem, your ego, how you see yourself. You is ruled by Aries and is governed by Mars. And in your first house, you have the Orisha Yenza, aka Oya. She's a goddess of transformation. And when I say transformation, she's an upstart, something brand new. She changes everything about that person's life aspect. As they telling me to point to the cemetery, and 3 people walking up the road towards the cemetery. I don't know what significance that is, but they say look at the 3 people walking towards the cemetery. To which she going to the cemetery. Also, she is having a sword in her hand. She's flying, hovering over the cemetery in the some of her vortex. Why cemetery keep popping up? You laid somebody to rest. Literally, you laid something to rest. You told somebody the other day that this shit is dead. The conversation is dead. You're dead to me. I don't want to deal with you no more. You cut somebody the fuck off. It was the number 3. It was 3 people. There were 3 people involved in this. And you did a transformation by dropping those 3 people. You cut them off. Do you understand what this card is saying?
The thing I can it was a toxic job I was at. But this was a few months ago, though.
Like 3 months ago?
Yeah, a little over 3 months.
Okay, yeah.
And it feels like purge myself of that energy.
Yeah, you letting it go big times. You letting it go really good, really good. You're letting it go really good.
So that makes me happy.
But that's how you see yourself. You see yourself as transforming.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to ask that card a question?
Mm-hmm. Well, you answered it already, so.
Okay.
I'll just go ahead and ask it. Will I be totally free of that grossness, that toxicity?
Will she be totally free of the lingering effects of this particular job, of this particular employment, the people, the place, the things? Will she be totally free from that it affects? Thank you, Spirit. It says come out of the closet. So stop. So they want you to stop. They want you to stop letting it define you. That's it. If you stop letting that define you, then you can be free of it. I don't know what he's telling me, but he won't show me anything that goes on with this particular job that you had to break away from, with this particular mindset. But they say if you stop letting it define you, then you can be free from it. But you were letting it define who you are with doubt, embarrassment, and all that other shit. You know, things of that nature. Stop letting it define you.
Okay.
So you know what they're talking about.
I believe so.
We don't get a believe. I believe so. You gotta know. Yes or no?
I think I'm sure.
Oh wow, that's still doubt.
I know it's bad. Vague.
Don't let it. So come out of the closet. So come out of the closet. Stop hiding behind it as a shield. So basically, your spirit, tell me. I know you. So you're basically saying, okay, I did this, I did that. I know what I'm doing. I have this, I have that. I'm pretty sure in my skills at this, at that, pertaining to this old job. So you're being defined for it. Let's just say hypothetically you was and I'm just going way to the bottom, so don't think the spirit is telling me this. Let's say you was a sex worker, and you said, I know how to do my job, but you want to get out. You want to get out of that lifestyle, but you're constantly reliving the simple fact that I was a sex worker, so you don't think you're worthy to get out of that energy. That's what's going on. You was good at your job. You're hiding behind the fact that you can do that. But you come out of the closet, stop letting that define you, and you get rid of the negative toxicity of that particular energy to which you in. Not saying you're a sex worker. Just putting it out there. I'm just going down to the lowest, the most gut-wrenching part that I can think of. So do you now do you understand what the card's saying? It's dealing with identity.
Well, the first, generally, yes. The first part of what you were saying about, I know what I'm doing. I knew what I was doing there, but people were playing games with me.
Yes.
For whatever reason.
Yeah.
And it wasn't anything I was passionate about. I just did it for money.
Right. Right.
But yeah, I mean, I can't say I'm defined by that particular role. I don't know if I'm making sense.
You making sense.
Okay.
You're making sense. Listen, the Baron, I can see a lot of stuff, but then there's a lot of stuff that if you don't give me permission, I don't look at. So
Yeah.
just come out of the closet, mean come out of that headspace, and you will be free of it. Nobody will be able to judge you because once you come out of that energy, you look a totally different way to people. Different style of dress, different style of perception, different smile, different avenues, different people. So you will get rid of that lingering effect of that negativity that particular job you was working left on you if you just don't be defined by it. Okay?
Okay.
So now we're going to go over here to your second card. Your second card is ruled by Taurus and it's governed by Venus. Taurus is stubborn, it's passion, it's stubborn. Taurus is stubborn and cautious in this case. Venus is representing truth. So caution and truth. And in this house, this is a house of economic affairs, but current economic affairs, right here, right now. And in this house right here, you have the Four of Water in the upright position, meaning the Four of Water in the upright position, meaning that this has come sort of like full circle for you. You've thought about it, you're on it. It's no longer a transformation thing. This is it. So now this is an emotional thing because it's the Four of Water. Having the Four of Water in your second house of economic affairs is basically saying that you're starting to make money. You've decided that you're going to do what it is you got to do to make money, but you're not going to make money in a negative way. You're going to make money emotionally versus just logically on autopilot. You know what I'm saying? Am I making any sense? You're going to find passion in what you do to make your money from here on out, to keep your money, to make your money. Before you was on autopilot. Before you were just like, I'll do it for just to get the money. I'll do it just to have something to do so I don't be broken. I don't have to eat cheese. I don't have to eat cheese and bread. Why you don't like cheese that much? I don't know. What's up with you and cheese?
I don't like cheese.
It's saying that somebody you don't get along with dairy. I don't know what that's about.
I can't eat a whole lot of it, but I do enjoy it.
Okay, well, they say that you did the job so you wouldn't just be eating cheese sandwiches. So you're passionate about it now, so you're going to really put focus and attention into gaining money for the future, okay?
Okay.
Would you like to ask this card a question?
For this one, will I be going back to something related to the career that I had before I started on this administrative track? So like social services.
Will she be going? Will she take a step backwards before she? Will she take? Huh?
I'm sorry. What I'm wanting to know is, will whatever I end up doing be connected to the work I was doing before?
Okay.
So in the helping profession.
Will
more directly.
Will she be influencing people directly related to what she used to do? Will she be influencing? It says you can do it. If they say, do you want to? They say the question is the question is, do you want to? If you want to, they say, why not? You can do it.
I always have that phrase in my head. Do I want to do it? Do I want to do it?
Well, if you have the phrase in your head, do you want to do it? The confirmation just told you you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
So you feel good about that one, huh?
I still don't know if I want to go back into that. And I feel weird, like saying this to you because you help people all the time and what you do. Mm-hmm. But it's taxing. And that's why I kind of went, in a different direction.
Everything can be taxing. Everything can be taxing, but hey, if we don't recharge and we don't second guess what we're doing for people, then we're not human. Then we're doing it on autopilot. We're being logical and not dealing with our emotions. I'll be honest. Helping people takes a real drain out of me. Some days I don't want to help people. Some days I don't want to do tarot card reading. But then I know if I don't get up there and help people to make the proper decisions in their life, then God is going to get me for not using my gift. So this is how you have to look at this. If you have a gift to nurture, do it. That's your gift.
Okay.
All right. So now we're finna go to your third house. If you're satisfied with your second house clarification.
I am.
All right. So now we're finna go to your third house. Your third house is ruled by Gemini and is governed by Mercury. Your third house represents communication. Being by Gemini being the ruler of this house, you can have good communication, you can have bad communication. It doesn't matter. Communication nonetheless. And in this house, you have Eco in the upright position. Eco in the upright position is basically talking about, in this case, she's talking about, it's a form of rot. Why is she saying it's a form of rot? Communication, cutting off, decay. Moving, relieving yourself from talking to somebody, rot, decay, disintegration. She's saying that she's putting a cut to something to which you're no longer gonna be obligated. She's cutting your obligations. She's cutting your obligations of speaking with somebody. So let's say you had a client that you felt really strongly obligated to. She says she's finna disintegrate that shit. She don't want you dealing with that client no more. On the communication, you guys talk a lot. And I'm using the word client because she said client.
Okay.
Do you know what she's talking about?
There's someone in my mind right now. It's not a client, but it felt like
contract.
She felt like it.
Yeah, it's client.
She felt like one.
Yeah, client, contract, yeah. So she's finna start disintegrating that contract with that person, that verbal contract. So you won't have to be worried about talking to this person no more, because she say this person ain't serving no purpose, ain't serving your real purpose. So she wants to break this out. And when this person is no longer occupying your conversation and your time and your thought process, you can think about other stuff that you need to do. Am I making any sense to you?
Yes.
This person contacts you when it's time for you to do something, and then you have to stop what you're doing, sit down and get this person through their bullshit. When they bullshit, when they can do their own bullshit, just go take a shit, go take a shit, drink a soda and watch TV, and they can fix their own problem, but they want to come and throw that shit on your back. She said that conversation is over because you can't focus on what it is you need to do by too busy helping this person. So she's personally decaying that conversation. Don't you be hurt when, or embarrassed if this person come at you and you don't got nothing to say, all right?
Okay.
Would you like to ask this card a question?
No, I don't think, no.
So you know who she talking about and you okay with what she's gonna do?
Yeah, I'm fine with what's gonna happen there.
All right. So now we go to your fourth house. Your fourth house is ruled by Cancer and is governed by the moon. Cancer, the fourth house represent your house, your home, where you live, where you lay your head. It can represent the city and state you live in, all that good stuff. But most likely your house where you lay your head. I also like to say the fourth house represent the three closest people you will allow to lay in your house, to sleep in your house, move with you. This house is also governed by the moon, meaning that there's always going to be a secret in here, a secret, an illusion, a thought. And in this house right here, you have the goddess Oshun. You have the goddess Oshun in your fourth house. Having the goddess Oshun in your fourth house, this means that you're trying. Notice the keywords. You're trying to be submissive in this area. You're trying to be submissive to somebody in your house. They keep saying the word trying. You're trying to be submissive in this house. And then the moon pops up and the moon says, here's a secret. The moon said, here's the secret is the fact that you don't need them. You follow me?
I don't need them.
You don't. The person that's inside your house, okay? I'll go slow. The person that's inside your house, via the moon, you're imprinting as if you can't do without this person. That's the illusion. That's the secret. That's the lie you're telling yourself. The card Oshun in this house saying that you're trying to be the submissive, humble, faithful partner, woman, friend, whatever. Could you repeat what I just said to you about this card?
You said that the person that is in my house now, I'm trying to be submissive to that person. Well, you didn't say to that person. So I don't need them.
Right. To be who you are.
It could be who I am.
To be.
Is that what you said?
To be who you are. You don't need to be giving your power over to nobody, in other words. You choosing to within your household. I don't know what's going on in your household. I don't know who's in there. Maybe it's your grandmama that you live with. I don't know.
Well, I'm thinking about my husband.
Okay.
But, well, and I was kind of, but I have some really strong-willed women in my family.
Yes, you do.
And
notice the key word. I told you to repeat. Notice the key word. I say pay attention to when I say you have Oshun in your fourth house and you are trying to be submissive, humble. Trying. That's not your nature. You're really trying to be humble wife, submissive wife. But the moon says here's the secret. You don't need to. You don't have to. You can make it without them. If anything happens. That's all I'm saying. I don't make the rules.
I know that.
I'm not saying.
Wait a minute.
I'm not saying leave hubby. I'm not saying leave hubby now. Don't leave your man.
No, I was trying to understand. I was like, I know you ain't saying that, so let me make sure.
I'm just saying, you gotta get your strength up. That's all. It's okay to be a wife to the hubby, but don't make this bullshit up in your head that you can't do nothing without him. Don't fall in that fucking trap.
Okay.
If you watch my videos, you know the Baron believe in a matriarchal society where the woman should be head of the house and the man should be the power behind it. That's me. So understand. Would you like to ask?
That makes sense.
All right. Would you like to ask this card a question?
I'm gonna think for a second. Okay, so how do I navigate that in having a peaceful household, a harmonious household?
How does she navigate? How does she navigate being her strong-willed self via all these guardian women in her family? How does she navigate that and being the loving, submissive wife to her husband? How does she navigate? Sex. Listen. Okay. Listen. As long long as you don't say no, you got all the power. All right.
I'm sorry, say that one more
As
time.
long as you don't say no, you got all the power. When you're able, you're able. When you're not able, he'll understand. But you have the key to the power box, all right? So never say no, and he eats out your hand. You still woman, you still submissive, and you gain control. It's a win-win.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to your next house because now we're gonna go to the house where sex is important. We're gonna go to your fifth house. Your fifth house is ruled by Leo and is governed by the sun. Uh, this is the house where we get all our strength from. You get your strength from this house. I get mine. Everybody get their strength from this house. This house controls your sex life, your entertainment, and your luck. Sex life, entertainment, and luck. And in this house, you have the two of water. You have the two of water in the upright position. Having the two of water in the upright position in this house, meaning that there's two emotional people that's going on. They say that you guys have a pretty good sex life. You and the hubby, y'all have a pretty good sex life. Y'all have a pretty good entertainment section. Y'all have a pretty good look. That y'all do things together. You really ask for his opinion, and he asks for yours as well. I mean, they say you guys are not separated, and there's not too much that separates you guys in this relationship.
Mm-mm.
You guys, it's like you guys only been together for like 2, probably 3 years. They say, like married, 2, probably 3 years tops, because that's how it is. Nobody is sick of each other.
You say most people are sick of each other?
I say most people get sick of each other after about 5 years, and they have to learn to recalibrate a relationship. They say that this relationship feels very young, 2, probably 3 years marriage. This is how y'all seeing each other, still at the 2, 3 year stage. And they say you guys are still on one accord, even though it may seem as if sometimes you guys are not. It's still working its way out the universe that you still are coming to the same conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to ask this card a question?
No, that's true. It's very true.
Okay.
It's a really good thing. I feel very fortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's showing that you guys are together emotionally. That's perfect. That's a blessing. There's only one other couple that I've read like this. One other couple that I've read that their relationship was on in really good tact, and I consider this couple my friend. They just really great people. So
Well, that's awesome.
so you guys got the same energy in your house, but I want to get to your seventh house too, because that's the house that really gains that talks about marriage, and we're gonna get there. So
Okay.
physically, you guys are in sync. So now we're gonna go to your sixth house. Your sixth house is ruled by Virgo and is governed by Mercury. Virgo is an earth sign and it's pretty much grounded, but it tells you what it needs in order to keep itself grounded. Mercury is communication, so this is a lecture. This is a teachable moment. And your sixth house represents future economic affairs. Now, in future economic affairs, in a teachable moment, you have the nine of earth in the upside down position. This means that you are stagnant when it comes to your finances. You are not making any investments. You're not sowing any seeds. You're not doing it. The only thing you're doing is talking about it. You're not putting action to building a future nest egg. You're just talking about it. You understand where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
If I was to say, show me a business plan, show me where you put in an application, show me where you took a test to get an advancement, show me, you would be like, well, I didn't, hold up, I was planning to, this is what the energy is telling me. So you're not investing in your future ideas, all the thought process in your head. Am I right or wrong?
No, that's true. I feel like I'm stuck almost.
Okay, now, could you tell me why? Because this is not just for me to tell you, I need for you to tell me. So you need to tell the spirit and everybody and these female ancestors around you why the hell you're not doing anything.
Well, like in my mind, if I was to describe it, like there's so many options out there, and then there's a certain type of flexibility that I want to be able to support my son with like school related things. And I'm coming across so many different things, a lot of it that I don't want, and then I'm finding things that I'm not quite interested in that might fit and may not, and I'm like, do I need to just go back and do a 9 to 5? And I wasn't, you know, I was really run down. I felt like I wasn't there enough for him, the baby.
Well, that's some shit you gotta start. The baby gonna be okay. I say the baby gonna be okay. We're gonna leave that alone. You gotta start investing in your future. You gotta start sowing these seeds again, okay?
Okay.
Whatever plan you got, whatever money making idea you got in the future, start today. Start today. Filling out applications, calling on your people, calling those investments. You gotta start today. Your future depends on it, okay?
Okay.
All right. Do you want a question with this card?
There was an entrepreneurial pursuit that I was thinking about. Should I move in that direction?
Should she move in the direction of entrepreneurship? Fuck yeah. You got flow of prosperity. It's universe. Your ancestors are your female ancestors are just waiting on you to take control again. That's what they're telling me, and they say that's flow of prosperity. So if you have the 9 of Earth upside down, this is a lady that's planting seeds. And then you have flow of prosperity and all your female ancestors who are very much controlling. I'm surprised they even wore dresses. They so controlling. They like to wear pantsuits. No, I'm being honest with you. You rarely caught them wearing dresses. They really like pants, tights, things of that nature. They were strong. Hands in their pocket all the time. Probably had a razor there. But you get flow of prosperity when you move into the direction of entrepreneurship, okay? And they're backing you on this.
Okay.
So keep hubby happy in the bedroom and you do your thing outside of it.
Okay.
All right. Now we're going to your 7th house. Your 7th house is ruled by Libra and is governed by Venus. Libra represents justice and or balance. Venus represents love, passion, and truth. Your 7th house represents your relationship, your marriage, matrimony, the couple dating, anything romantic. In this house right here, you have the undines and the mermaids in the upside down position. Having the undines and the mermaid in the upside down position, this means that you're holding on to a perceived idea of what marriage should be. That's what they are telling me. You have a perceived idea of what your marriage should be. So it's like you and him came to the table and say, I'm going to be man, you're going to be woman. This is how it's going to be. This is how it's supposed to is. But they say it's a perceived idea. So this is not organic for you guys. It's working, but it's not organic. I'm just saying. So because and I'll show you the depiction on the card. In the upright position, this mermaid is in her feelings. Water represents emotions, feelings, spirit. You're in your feeling, and you're at the bottom of the ocean, but you're holding on to 2 rocks in a thing to anchor you there. So that lets me know that this is perceived, that this is a forced thing, the perception of you. Okay? So this is not organic. You guys came together and came up with this ideology of a contract, how this thing should be. Would you like to ask this card a question? Because it's your 7th house and you pretty much got to.
I mean, would it be weird to ask what is a profession?
give her a clarity. Give her interpretation. Give her inside her mind the interpretation of clarity. What is it? What is it? What is the perception? What is the perception that she has? What is the perception? You got teacher. You have the perception that you're trying to show. You guys are putting on a show. Like you're trying to teach other people this is how a relationship can work. This is how a relationship should be. This is how things should work in order for a better existence between a couple. You following me so far? You're trying to show his family. He's trying to show your family. You guys are basically trying to incite change in people around you guys. If I do my part as a woman, he do his part as a man, nothing should go wrong, right? Is it flowing to you?
Kinda.
We don't get kindas here. Okay, another card. Hold on. So what is the perception? Okay, they want to make a note. They want people to realize something. They're trying to teach people the way they're trying to show people the way. What is the perception? It says work your magic. Again, this is something that you're trying to teach. Teachable moment. You're trying to educate the people around you. Let's say there's your family that always said that, okay, you'll never get married, or you were too hard-headed to be with a man. You're trying to show them, hey, my relationship is doing quite well. We have this going on, we have that going on. So this is perceived. This is perceived, a contract between you guys that I'm gonna be man, you're gonna be woman. Okay, one more thing. What is cleared up? What is the perception? It says balanced career and home life. Again, you are trying to show, you and your hubby are trying to show people that if I do my part, she do her part, we can have this happy, balanced life. Period. Am I making any more sense to you?
Yeah.
All right. You and him made this contract when y'all got together. All right?
Yeah. Yes, I get it.
All right. So now we move to your 8th house. Your 8th house is ruled by Scorpio and is governed by Mars and Pluto. Your 8th house represents your subconscious mind, what you think about, the stuff you can manifest. And in this house, you have the 3 of Earth in the upright position. In this house, having the 3 of Earth in the upright position, you're basically telling yourself that you refuse to get handouts, and you're gonna make a decision to grow, to reach for the highest heights, the highest aspect. So 8th house. So now, in your 8th house, you have the 3 of Earth in the upright position. This is telling me that you're not taking any more handouts. You're gonna reach for your highest potential. In your mind, you just want better. Financially, you want better. Emotionally, you want better. Spiritually, you want better. You're just climbing. You're no longer picking from the low level of the tree. This is a transformation like I ain't never seen before in my life. So whatever galvanized you in this past employment that you had, this shit is over. You have been galvanized and turned very solid in this. And you said, no more. You're reaching. You're like a giraffe. You're saying, I can see the highest parts that I want to go to, and I'm going to go get it. This is in your subconscious mind. So this means you're fantasizing a lot. So by you fantasizing, the universe is drawing this your way. Would you like to ask this card a question? Hello?
I'm here. I'm sorry. I'm thinking. Does that entail? No, I don't think I'm gonna ask that. Because I don't think it's good. Okay, never mind.
So are you getting what the card is saying?
Generally, like in terms of my mindset, yes. So what I was starting to ask, I'll just go ahead. Um, was what connection, if any, does it have with me learning um, or deepening my spiritual knowledge? This
Okay, so the question,
kind of new area that I'm kind of delving into.
right? So, what connection is your mentality that you're going to be reaching for higher heights when it comes down to your spirituality? You're no longer getting handouts. So, so what are you saying that what are you, help her understand what you mean that in her subconscious mind, she's thinking about reaching for higher heights when it comes to manifesting new things in her world, spiritual wise. You told her financially, spiritual. What is it? It says clear and shield your energy. So you're really trying to manifest the power, get into the spiritual realm in order to make your life better via learning how to do various spells to keep yourself and your family protected, to keep your marriage together. You're looking at, okay, I can do shit to stop that. I can do a lot of prosperity spells. I can do a lot of, things of that nature. I can learn to read my own tarot cards and learn to read my own tarot so I don't have to sit up there and waste money getting it done. I just want to learn how to better protect what I got going on. And you're saying if I learn this is going to be good because I'll be able to see the future, to see good enough into the future, I should say, so that I can make those proper choices. You understand what's going on here?
Yeah.
You want to, when it comes to spirituality, and I'll break it down in its simplest form. When it comes to spirituality, you want to know where you need to go, what you need to do, how you need to do it. When it comes to financial, that you're not begging for scraps anymore, you're not on the lower plane, you're going to use spirituality to help you see where you need to go to get the money that you seek. Okay? When it comes to your marriage and your relationship, etc., even your relationship with the kids and people and family, you're gonna use spirituality to see how you can better interact. I'll leave it at that. How you can better interact with those people,
Mm-hmm.
But basically, you're thinking more of clearing the energy field, any negative blocks, any negative influence. Again, remember from your first and your second house, any negative influence, you want to use spirituality to clear up all those negative influence so it don't affect you trying to get to where you need to go. Make sense?
Yes, it does.
All right. So now we're going to go over to your ninth house. Your ninth house is ruled by Sagittarius and is governed by Jupiter. Sagittarius, they get what they seek. Oftentimes the Sagittarius see something they want to go after, they get it. Jupiter is a planet that'll give you whatever you ask it for. If you seek abundance, dealing with Jupiter, it gives it to you. And in this house, you have the dwarves and the gnomes. When people first look at the dwarves and the gnome cards, they look at this card as, okay, I done lost it all. I'm just sitting on a log. I'm contemplating about all the loss. No, this is a good card because in reality, what becomes your future, you become so analytical, so logical, so methodical that you become like a top prime strategist. You be able to see what avenues you need to take, and you learn how to reflect on them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
you become a force to be reckoned with as far as method. They keep saying methodize. Let's say you read a book on real estate or take a real estate course. You to overtake what they said in that course and what they read, and then you say, boom, I know if I do it this way, I can get this, and I can do it like that, and boom, 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 boom. And then you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You walk your ass all the way up into it until you get the golden prize. So this is what your future looks like. You become an entrepreneur, you become a strategist, and you become a methodologist. Meaning everything. I can't say certain words. I believe it or not, I do have an accent. I hide it well.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, you become somebody who says everything has to have a formula. There has to be a formula how to get here, how to do this, how to be this. You know.
Okay.
Would you like to ask this card a question?
No, I don't.
You don't be asking the questions in the cards. I think you should, but it ain't my reading.
You say I don't ask when you think I should.
Yeah, sheesh. If the card tell me I'm gonna be methodical, Baron, what am I gonna be methodical at? What avenue am I gonna go in that I have to think about? I will be asking questions out my wing.
Well, I thought back to like um a previous house. Oh,
Okay.
But since you said it,
Since I said it, go for it. Go for it. Future. How things, the future outcome. Reality. Ask that question.
what is the future outcome in reality?
What is her future outcome in reality? She becomes methodical. She chooses. She understands. What becomes her reality? Give her something. It says find the blessing in your current situation. So what becomes your reality is the simple fact that you find. Don't talk for me, Spirit. They say find the blessing in your current situation, meaning that the more you think about what it is you have to do, the more you begin to take action in what it is you have to do, you begin to see everything around you get better. So the blessing in your current situation, your finances will increase. Your relationship will get better. Yeah, your education will become, your mindset, your knowledge, they say, will become, your knowledge will become, you become smarter, more educated about certain subjects in your life. Make sense?
Yeah.
So that's the future. So all this contemplation you're gonna be doing, you're gonna learn how to put this path of magic that you're going down, and you're going down quite rapidly, believe it or not. You're gonna be able to put it in a perspective and apply it to your life to where you become pretty damn strong.
Okay.
Now I feel much better telling you that.
Thank you.
All right. So now we.
But I was going to say it's still too fast.
It's
not, or like I'm consuming a lot of information.
That's how it works. You consume so much information, and then once you consume it, when you learn to put that internet down and put them books down, you gotta be like, damn, I need to process it. And so you download everything you can for a set amount of time. You give yourself a cutout date. Well, today I'm not gonna go on the internet. I'm not gonna read a book. I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm not gonna look at magic. Only thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just go and look at nature. I'm gonna walk in my backyard and look at the sky, look at the trees, look at the ground, and I'm gonna see how all this works. Look at an ant bed move. Look at a snake slither along the grass somewhere. Look at a bird fly. Look at them chirp. You're gonna have to learn to balance that nature. You're gonna have to learn to balance what you read and what you see, and you're gonna become so methodical. You're gonna say, okay, now I know why the wind blows. Now I know why the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. Here's the reason why. And once you learn that, you're gonna be able to apply it to your life. So if the sun sets in the west, as the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, every morning I get up, I should look to the east and say, thank you, God, because this is the first time I'm seeing it. Every time I say good night to anybody in the house, I should be facing west when I say good night. You see, you'll be like, that makes sense. Now I can learn to read energies. It'll start flowing to you. It's not too fast. It's just that you got to give yourself a cutoff period to analyze everything, okay?
Okay.
So now we're going to go up here to your 10th house. Your 10th house is ruled by Capricorn and is governed by Saturn. Saturn teaches us lessons. Saturn teaches us lessons in the form of obstacles. It throws every obstacle at us it can, but not to hurt us, but in an effort to make us stronger, make us better. Uh, Capricorn is that animal that once it learns its lesson, what it been through, and it survived and overcome what it does, it can stand on the mountain and not be moved for shit. It learns, so you can't trick it a second time with the same act. And in that house, that's your 10th house of how everybody is gonna see you. That's your 10th house of social standing. And in your 10th house of social standing, you have the moon card in the upside down position. Having the moon card in the upside down position, meaning you're gonna put it all out there. There is nobody will be able to hide any secrets from you, to the point that you almost become clairvoyant. You almost become a psychic yourself. Did I ask you, did you have a crystal ball in the beginning of this read?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, now I know. Now I know what they were showing me. So you get the same power I do, believe it or not.
Oh, wow.
It may not be identical, but you keep going with this, you're gonna get the same ability I have to be able to see into the future, to see into people's lives, and that's gonna help you so much when you start your business, because your spirit guide's gonna be these strong ass women that's around you, and it's like 4 of them, and they're gonna be telling you so much gossip about people, and you're gonna be like, wow. They just sitting up there waiting. They smoking cigarettes, they waiting. Try to get you an ancestor altar. They won't tell me their name because they say they don't have to tell me shit.
Wow.
Yep. That's what they saying. I say,
it reminds me of like stories from like aunts and great aunts and how they were.
Well,
yeah.
I asked them their name. They say, we ain't gotta tell you shit. They just that cold hearted, man. They gangsters. And say they just said it. I often say, what's your name? Man, we ain't gotta tell you shit. And they sit back, 3 or 4 of them. They wearing pants. They wearing pantsuits, like pantsuits, a blouse with the baggy pants, like the baggy pants they used to wear in the 80s with a blouse. Slender women.
Oh, wow.
These are not heavy girls. These are slender women. Everybody in shape. And they smoking cigarettes together, and they say they don't have to tell me a damn thing about them. They just needed me to tell you what they're gonna do for you. And they're good.
Okay. So with that, I definitely have a question.
Go ahead.
With them being new, and kind of like I took a step back from the religion I was practicing due to some stuff that was going on with So and so I'm thinking about my husband. I don't want to freak him out.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way for me, or how do I go about learning and creating proper alternatives and also not
Offending him.
offending my husband?
How does she go about creating an altar space to where she don't offend her husband? What would she have to do? You are seeing the situation clearly. I'm seeing a boat, a moon, a boat and a moon. Why am I seeing the moon on the water on boat? Father, husband, brother, son. Yeah, he's not gonna agree with this. But how can she still give tributes to her altars, to her ancestors? Mother, wife, sister, daughter. Okay, so you're just gonna have to give him an ultimatum. They said you're gonna have to give him an ultimatum. It says you are seeing the situation accurately. Now, by you seeing the situation accurately, they're saying, yes, he is the husband. Yes, you guys have this relationship where he be man, you be woman. You're submissive. You're trying to be as submissive as hell, trying to support this lifestyle you guys agreed on. But then at the end of the day, he has to conform to you. So he has to give you a leeway. If you say, I just want to make an altar to honor my mother, my aunt, my grandmother, because I just feel they're calling me, no, it's not going to interfere with your Christian belief or your Buddhist belief, nothing. This is something I want to do. I'm going to do this. I just need you to know that it's okay. Trust me, I ain't going to be sacrificing no goats in the living room. You know, ease him into it, but at the end of the day, the Spirit said you got to give him an ultimatum so you can be the best you can be for him. And that's it. Y'all both got a decision to make in this, and you got to talk to him and tell him. That's it. No sneakiness, no nothing. Still continue to read your book. Still continue to educate yourself. But at the end of the day, you have to give him the ultimatum. You have to give him an ultimatum. Let him know that you're going to do this. These 4 women, your ancestors are asking you. They're telling you, be strong and do it. It's not going to ruin your relationship.
Okay.
All right. So that was your reading. How do you feel?
Cool beans.
Did it answer all your question? Because this reading had me confused because you're just as strong as me.
I feel like a novice, though. I mean, how do I say this? I was considering myself kind of like a Christian agnostic almost, because I'm like, this picture doesn't look right to me, the way that people relate to God and how they relate to others. But I've always been I've always been able to see, and I'm not trying to sound deep, but just people for who they are. Sometimes colors, I didn't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people called me a witch before. It hurt my feelings. You know, I just didn't know what to do with it and tried to make it work. So all of this it's like a sudden thing for me, like in the last couple of months. I've always been interested in other religions or other belief systems. I didn't do anything with it because I was in church.
Well, I'm going to tell you.
Trying to make it work.
Well, I'm going to help you out with something. When I first started on my spiritual journey, I used to be able to hear colors. Go figure it. Listen to what I'm saying. I used to be able to hear colors. Then it went from hearing colors to tasting colors. So I'm like, how the hell you can taste the color, right? So then it went from tasting colors to learning how to being able to taste people's energy. Like if a person had a color on them, I could be able to taste it, and if it tasted sweet or sour or bad, I would be able to tell people if they were sick or not, if they was going through something, if death was on them, if any kind of depression was on them. Then it translated into now I can still do all of that if I get on that spectrum, but it comes that now I can hear spirits, talk to spirits, and things of that nature there. You're in the beginning stages, you're gonna grow, and trust me, if you just keep on educating yourself about the mechanics of it before you start getting into actual doing work, be patient with yourself, learn the mechanics, you can sit up here and do the same exact thing I do, because those women, they some mean women. I would have cursed them out back in the day if I knew them. They are handing you a crystal ball. It's rare your ancestors come back throughout time and give you something. So this is your job to be the spiritual one of the family, because nobody else picked up that mantle, so they got to give it to you.
And I don't know of any. I just remember my mom saying a long time ago, and my mom is sick, that she like dabbled in with some board or something, but she's like dealing with delusions and all kinds of stuff, and I'm like, I'm not trying to deal with all that kind of stuff.
Leave that Ouija board alone. That thing there, bro.
I don't.
Yeah, that thing, I'm afraid of that one thing there. I won't touch it, won't come in my house, don't even play with it. that thing you can talk to. You can talk to a spirit. If a real good spirit that want to come to you, they'll come to you direct because a real good spirit understands that you still
Oh
have.
no, I don't want to use it.
Yeah.
But I was like connecting that with like what mom. And I don't even know if that has anything to do with my mom, and like mental illness and things like that. I'm sorry, I'm like having sugar consciousness. I'm not trying to take up all your time.
You good. You good. You listen, so about your mom, I'm gonna drop one card. I just got a headache on my left side. I'm gonna drop one card about your mom, a couple cards down about your mom, so I wanna tell you something what's going on with her so you can better understand. Tell her about mom. Twin flame. Tell her about mom. Follow your heart. Tell her about mom. Detach from drama. So when it comes to your mom, the reason why she suffered from mental illness, her last husband put something on her. Her last boyfriend, it was a boyfriend she had. He wanted to keep her in bondage, so he did spiritual work on her. That's what's wrong with your mom. And mental illness is not mental illness with her. Mental illness is a dream world, a dream state. So ask her about her second boyfriend as an adult, not a kid. If she could still remember. Just try it. And see what she says. She's going to be like, he was strange. If she start out and say, he was strange or his mother was strange, that's where the mental illness coming
from. Okay.
I normally don't read other people in other people's circle, but sometimes I have to. But those women are strong, and you are not made to be submissive, ma'am.
Okay.
No, you're not. You're not. You're made to be very strong. You come from a line of wolves. Come from a line of strong wolf women. So you're not made to be submissive. So, but you're trying, and that's a good thing because you understand the balance of husband and wife, feminine and masculine energy. That's great. Don't get carried away, but allow these women to flow through you so they can help you get your flow of prosperity and your money going, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Can I ask you one question?
Go for it. Go for it.
I am. I wanted to ask you, so I was concerned about that in ancestral also because there's been a lot of like violence and like I mean, that me energy that you are picking up is kind of a family trait, you know, one trying to have that around me. How do I draw in the benevolent ancestors?
All right. How does she draw in the positivity of these women that's surrounding her? These 4 women is with you. They're not going to go nowhere. They're going to smoke their cigarettes. They're going to drink their beer, and they're going to talk their shit. That's what it is. What steps can she take to cipher through these women? It says crystal. Keep a quartz crystal on this altar and set it in the sun every 7 days. Set it in the sun every 7 days for 20 minutes to burn off all their negative influences, but still talk to them and utilize them for what they need to be. How does she stop the negative influence from coming from these women while she communicate? It says choose peace. If they give you a thought in your mind to be rude, relentless, angry, do the opposite. That's how they're going to communicate.
Okay.
Last card. Find your strength. Focus upon your strength. Just focus upon that your strength is contracting, making contracts. So you set up a contract with them. If I feed y'all here and there, talk to y'all, give y'all water, cigarettes, whatever the hell it is y'all like, go pour some beer out for you, dust your painting off, you guys need to come at me with the most positive, upbeat message on the planet. Make that contract with their ass, but don't let them control you.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much.
All right. That completes your reading. You have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
complete that reading. You guys, y'all have a great one. Trust in you and universe, because at the end of the day, you all you got. Take care.